guys, 14th Prime here, back with another custom review. And today we're looking at the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Optimus Prime. Now, whenever the Siege line was shown photos of, we all saw the battle damage paint. And a lot of us were like, what's going on with that? And a lot of us were like, oh, that's pretty cool. I was in the middle of that. I didn't really have a side. I was just kind of like, it exists. But some of the figures I plan on either battle damaging up or cleaning up. And Prime was the first one I got my hands on, and I decided to battle damage him. You can see I did a lot of dry brushing on him. All around. Which some of the dry brushing was there. I couldn't get the actual paint off. I know you can use 91% isopropyl alcohol to get it off, but I just couldn't do it, which the colors I used, by the way, for anyone curious. Most of the battle damage I did using dry brushing with metallic gray. Some of it, like, pretty much on the silver. Like, right there. And then on the front bits, I think in a few other places here and there, I used black. You can just use any shade of black, but I used normal black. This is just the closest one that was here. Just put that there. And then for like a few parts, pretty much just the gun, I believe. Just the gun and the axe, I used flat aluminum. Come on, folks, you've been doing so good. Don't. There we go. So yeah, not that many colors for this because, well, it was just a dry brushing job. It's more colors than I normally use dry brush with. Which you can see, there's a lot of the metallic gray going on. See, did the legs and all, I even did those, but it's kind of weird to see. I should probably go back and do those in a different color. Yeah, I actually really like how this turned out. Even did some black there. Let's go ahead and show off the weapons. The gun I did entirely in the flat aluminum. You can kind of see it. I just kind of quickly dry brushed it. And then the shield axe, which, controversial opinion incoming, I don't like this. I like the shield. I think it looks nice, but it's too small to be a shield. And also one thing I did, this peg made the shield stick out so far on the arm. And I hate that about figures that have like arm mounted things and the peg being so big it just looks like it's just a peg attached to the ear. It's too high up to be considered attached. So I shaved down the pegs that sat more flush with the arm. But of course it can still become the axe. Like so. And you can see I did some flat aluminum dry brushing. It was in the back. You can see all that. But between the two modes, I like shield mode more. If someone on Shapeways wants to just remake the shield, but about 3 times the size, I'd buy that, like, easily. I'd totally buy that. Great. Now, the reason I decided to do this as a custom review instead of its own video, I even actually filmed it in the box itself. But the reason I decided to have it be a custom review is because pretty much most reviewers, or at least most of like the bigger name reviewers, already got this guy. You guys know what's up with this figure by this point. If you're like the 3 people that waited just for me to do this, I'm sorry. But at least you should look at my opinion on the figure, because I mean overall I love this figure, even with the normal paint on it. The normal battle damage was okay, but I wanted to finish the job. Speaking of finishing the job, let's get on to robot mode. And since this is a custom review, I won't show transformation, but without further ado, with the power of video editing, we're gonna go from Prime in his truck mode to his robots mode. And even before my painting, this thing just looks so nice. It's like a nice little mix of G1 and then like the War for Cybertron aesthetic in a ways. Which is pretty much, I think, what this entire line is going for, is a mix of G1 and like the old War for Cybertron aesthetic. You can kind of see. The only real issue that some people have is this. What's tormenting about this is it's on a mushroom peg in there. But you can't get it out because this whole assembly there is in the way. which that's just cold, because you'd actually have a nice clean back if you could get that out. That's just cold, Hasbro and Takara, since you guys teamed up in this line. This is cold from both of you. Doing us all wrong. But close up on the head. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. You can do it, camera. Come on. Come on, camera. You can kind of see the dry brushing there on the helmets. She didn't do anything on the faceplate just because I want to keep the faceplate nice. He has a nice face. Don't want to ruin that. But you can see some of the detailing. I really should have done those side circular things silver. I just didn't. Note to self: go back and redo that. I also chose the metallic gray just because it kind of blended in with the already dry brushed areas. Because like this is a mix of my dry brushing and places that were already dry brushed. And some of the arms. I did some on the waist, but it's kind of iffy to tell. Because I didn't want to mess up the yellow that much. And on the thighs, I made them a bit darker. The legs, I think I just like the dry brushing on the legs so much for some reason. It just looks nice to me. Even on the back of the legs, I made sure to do some. So I always forget something, which I guess this time is the backs of these. So I always forget something. Side of the arm, you see the dry brushing there. This figure, I will go over articulation, because this figure is packed. His head can move up that far, down that far, full 360s if you want to look freaking weird. I don't get people that complain about head not moving full 360. If the head only moved like that and like that, I'm totally okay with it. I would be 100% fine with it. Arms move full 360, then go out. This piece moves so they can get a whole almost 90 degrees out. Really nice deep elbow bend there. Bicep swivel and even wrist swivel. Just nice. Even though the waist transforms with this complex, not really complex, but that little bit of a mess, it still rotates, which is nice. Legs, this is my only issue with the figure, with articulation. The legs can only move out that far, meaning you can't get that cool kneeling pose like on the box. They can, if you move that, they can move out like a little bit more, but not really. However, this thing does have a very nice knee bend, like, that is a very nice knee. Ankle tilts. Oh, and then swivel at the thigh, swivel at the knee. But yeah, this thing is jam-packed with articulation. And of course, you can't give him the gun. Like so. Can't give him the shield, which, like I said, it makes it look a little bit more attached, even though this piece kills one way or another. I'm really debating about just like gutting all this out, because this just tabs off, like just putting a peg back there or something. I don't know. We'll figure out something. It's all pegged together. Or you can't give him the axe. I'll show him off with the axe. Why not? Which, that's okay, I guess. But again, I like the shield more. For the three people that's gonna agree with me on that, I like the shield more. Make a bigger shield. This is like Fall of Cybertron and Grimlock shield syndrome, where it's just way too small. But I mean, overall, this figure is fantastic. I know this review wasn't really focusing on like the figure itself, more so my paint job, but if you want to get this guy, even if you have no intentions of putting a brush near him, buy it. It is worth it. I will be getting some more of the Siege figures. I don't know really if I'm going to review them, considering I always review things so late. I might just do them in custom reviews, or I might just review them anyway. So I'm reviewing a couple of them. Like the smaller figures, I'm reviewing a few of them simply just because they're my favorites from the line so far. So I'm doing those first. Or I'm at least doing those. If anyone wants to request any other ones, just note, I won't be able to show off the box most likely, but I will probably do it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So please be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can also check out my customs on Tumblr, link in the description below, where I actually, as of this recording, I'm not posted. I'm gonna do that later. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.